On a distant planet where the population consists only of men whose thoughts are on full display, a sudden arrival will be the end of all secrets and will turn this planet upside down. A planet where only the men are cursed with projecting their thoughts. The movie takes place in the year 2257 AD, where humanity has moved to another Earth-like planet called the New World, following an attack by creatures called Spackle. We see a young man named Todd wandering around the woods with his dog. Each man is affected by something called noise, which causes all of their thoughts to be projected. As Todd is walking towards the settlement where he lives, he is approached by the local preacher, Aaron, who quickly points out that Todd is weak for trying to hide his noise and is acting like a woman. Todd has never seen a woman since all the women from the New World are gone. Todd arrives in Prentice Town and encounters a young man named Davy. After scaring him with his noise, which can often become a real-life experience for others, Davy's father, Mayor Prentice, shows up and commends Todd on his use of the noise, thinking he could be of use to him. That evening, Todd goes home to his adoptive fathers, Ben and Cillian. As they have dinner, they learn about Todd's encounter with the mayor through his noise and warn him about trusting the mayor. Up in space, we see a ship hovering over New World attempting to make contact with the first colony. As they send a shuttle down, along with a few people on board, the men all begin to experience the noise, and things quickly go south, causing the shuttle to crash in Prentice Town. The next morning, Todd is working with his fathers when he goes towards the barn. Suddenly, he sees someone getting out of it. Thinking it's a thief, he quickly runs after the person in the woods, leading him to the place where the shuttle had crashed. Todd realizes what it is, and wonders if the person he followed is a survivor. He tells the mayor what he saw, and the mayor, along with a few other men, follow Todd to the crash site. Todd further informs the mayor about the possible survivor and how this person didn't appear to have noise. The mayor quickly concludes it is a woman and instructs his men to smash the like and subscribe button. Oh, goodness no. He instructs them to find her. Todd is delighted it's a girl who stays behind on the crash site, looking through the things left behind. Suddenly, the girl Viola comes up to him. He is quickly fascinated by her, since it's the first time he sees a girl, but Viola is quickly spooked by his noise and runs away. Soon after, the mayor traps Viola and takes her to the settlement. The mayor and Viola have a chat, and he explains that the noise is something only men have, and tells her what happened to every woman in their colony. During a war with the humans, the native species, the Spackles, have eliminated all women. Through their conversation, she informs the mayor of a ship that is coming for her. The mayor pushes her for information on where it will land, but Viola refuses to answer, and since she doesn't have noise, the mayor can't control her or get information out of her. As the mayor leaves, he leaves Viola with his son Davy, who quickly goes through her bag. He finds a weird device, which is a weapon that he accidentally activates, causing a distraction for Viola to escape. As she is crawling beneath the preacher's house, she hears the preacher and the mayor conducting an ambush on her ship when it lands. Todd goes back to the barn, but is shocked to see Viola hiding there. Seeing how scared she is, Todd decides to help her by keeping her safe in the barn and away from the mayor. Tom even tries to hide it from his fathers, but they see right through him and decide to help him protect her. Ben and Cillian know how risky it is, so they tell him about a place called Far Branch that would be far safer for her. As Todd and Viola get ready to leave, the mayor, his son, and a few other men arrive at the barn. However, the two manage to escape, but Davy ends up shooting one of Todd's fathers. Afterward, the mayor manipulates Ben into revealing where Todd and Viola are as a way to get them to safety. In the meantime, Todd and Viola slowly make their way toward the other settlement. As they are walking through the woods, they start connecting and learning things about each other. At this point in the movie, we learn that Viola was born on a colonizing ship and has never been on Earth, nor has she ever felt the rain. Todd reveals that he lost his mother as a baby. Todd becomes so intrigued by Viola that he even begins showing his fascination through his noise in the form of a kiss, which Viola hates. On their way to the settlement, they encounter a Spackle. Todd goes to kill it, thinking it's one of the creatures that killed his mother, but Viola pleads with him, and after seeing how scared the Spackle is of them, they leave it be. They finally made it to Far Branch and meet Mayor Hildy Black. Then the locals learn that Todd is from Prentice Town, and they immediately want him gone for good. However, the mayor doesn't let that happen. After spending a while there, Todd learns that everything he knew about the New World has been a lie. He learns that not all women are dead, and even learns the truth about his settlement. We quickly learn that it was the men who killed all women, and not the Spackle, as they hated that they could hear their thoughts and how women didn't have noise. Unlike his settlement, Far Branch is populated by both men and women, and there are even children running around. The mayor offers both Todd and Viola housing and protects them from the people of Prenticetown. Viola shares her story with the mayor, but since Far Branch doesn't have any modern technology, Viola isn't able to contact her ship. But the mayor suggests going to a place called Haven, where she would be able to make contact. As Viola reads Todd's mother's diary to him, Todd learns about Prenticetown before all the women are gone, and his hate towards Mayor Prentice grows even bigger. In the meantime, Prentice, the preacher, and a group of men slowly make their way to Far Branch. As they arrive there, Prentice corners Todd and Viola. However, Ben goes to them and comes up with a plan to cause a diversion, allowing them to escape. Using his noise, Ben projects a copy of Viola and fools the mayor long enough so that Todd and Viola can escape. The two get on a boat, but this time around, the preacher is right behind them on his horse. Even though he doesn't get them, he gets Todd's dog and ends his life as a warning. Todd and Viola come across the crash site of the first ship that brought the first colonizers to the New World. She finds a transmitter on the ship. However, the antenna is broken. Todd agrees to climb up and fix it as Viola waits to make contact. While they attempt this, Prentice and the preacher also arrive at the ship. The preacher finds Viola and attempts to end her life while expressing his remorse over killing all the women. Viola ends up using one of her gadgets to set him on fire. On the outside, Todd fights Prentice. As the mayor overpowers Todd, he takes out his gun to end Todd's life. However, Todd uses the mayor's technique to control him using his noise. Suddenly, the mayor is surrounded by women, which causes him to get disoriented. In the confusion, Viola comes to him and ends up pushing him off the side of the shipwreck. After fighting off the preacher, Viola managed to send out a signal to her ship. As Todd is about to pass up, he sees Viola's ship appear in the sky. The men from Prenticetown see it as well and turn back without going after Viola and Todd. When Todd wakes up, he is on the ship, confused. As he wakes up, Viola is right there next to him, and from his noise, she can see how happy he is to be on the ship and that she is there. It is then revealed she is part of the second wave of settlers and that she will stay on the planet with him. As the movie concludes, Todd's noise makes it obvious he wants to kiss Viola, but she smiles and continues walking. Subscribe for more videos like this, and turn on the notifications so you never miss any of them.